Ever pondered about the significance of press regulation in India? This concern is more important than ever, especially given the rapidly changing media landscape and the constant flux of information in the digital age. Press, in essence, plays a pivotal role in ensuring the authenticity, reliability, and veracity of the news that reaches the masses. In a country as vast and diverse as India, the task of regulating the press is quite challenging. The nation's linguistic diversity, cultural heterogeneity, and the marked socio-economic disparities only add to the complexity of the task. The need for a robust and comprehensive approach to tackle these challenges is evident. Recently, a significant initiative has taken to address these issues with the introduction of the Press and Registration of Bill in 2023. This bill is an extensive piece of legislation that aims to shape the future of press regulation in India. It replaces the Press and Registration of Books Act from the distant year of 1867, marking a major departure from the age-old norms and protocols. Represents an effort towards bringing the frameworks of press regulation in line with the contemporary needs and challenges. It attempts to strike a balance between protecting the rights of the press and ensuring the responsible dissemination of news. It's a significant leap towards modernizing and regulating the press industry in the world's largest democracy. Now, let's unravel the journey of this bill, from its inception to its eventual passing. The story begins with the projection of a need for a more disciplined and clear-cut press industry. This need was not only felt but was also a critical issue being discussed amongst lawmakers. In an effort to meet this demand, the bill was carefully devised. This proposed law contained several key features. First, it mandated the official registration of periodicals. This was a significant step towards transparency, an attempt to hold accountable every piece of written word published. Second, it proposed the selection of a press registrar. This individual's role was to oversee these registered periodicals, ensuring they adhered to the new regulations. Lastly, it highlighted the establishment of a press council. This body was designed to act as a watchdog, keeping a vigilant eye on the press industry's operations. The journey of the bill was far from smooth sailing. It had to navigate through the turbulent seas of the legislature, where it encountered both strong advocates championing its cause and stern critics challenging its legitimacy. However, undeterred by the opposition, the bill continued its course. It faced debates, amendments, and votes, each time proving its worth. And finally, it persevered. The Lok Sabha, the lower house of the Indian Parliament, ratified the bill, marking it into law. This was indeed a significant milestone in the history of the Indian press. Yet, it ultimately persevered, with the Lok Sabha passing it, marking a significant milestone in the history of the Indian press. But what does this bill entail? To start, it's important to understand the context in which this legislation has been introduced. In an era where misinformation runs rampant, the authorities have determined that additional measures to ensure the integrity of the press industry were required. Hence, the creation of this bill. The bill is multifaceted, meaning it has several different elements it seeks to address. First and foremost, it introduces strict penalties for those who fail to comply with registration requirements. This is designed to dissuade potential offenders and ensure that every player in the industry is operating on a level playing field. Another vital aspect of this bill is the power it confers upon the government to suspend or cancel registrations. This is not a power to be used lightly. Specific conditions must be met before such drastic measures can be taken, helping to maintain the balance of power and prevent potential abuses. The bill is not just about punishment, though. It's about setting a certain standard of transparency and accountability. The press plays a vital role in any democracy, and this bill seeks to uphold that role by demanding accountability from those involved. At its core, It aims to ensure transparency and accountability in the press industry. To summarize, the Press and Registration of Periodicals Bill 2023 is a significant advancement in Indian press regulation. Replacing an archaic act from the year 1867, this bill introduces a fresh, streamlined mechanism specifically designed for the systematic registration of periodicals. Going a step further, it also brings in the position of a press registrar, ensuring a dedicated figure of authority to oversee the process. The establishment of a press council is another prominent component of this bill, a body that aims to uphold and safeguard the principles of journalism. Yet, another critical aspect of this bill is the power that it bestows upon the government. The bill grants the government the authority to suspend or cancel registrations, marking a significant shift in the dynamics of press regulation. This power is provided with a clear goal in mind: promoting transparency and ensuring strict accountability. The bill is, in essence, a reflection of the changing landscape of the press industry. It signifies a paradigm shift from merely being about news dissemination to being about the processes that govern its creation and distribution. So, the next time you pick up a newspaper or magazine in India, it's crucial to remember the transformative journey of this bill. It's not just about news anymore, it's about the regulation, the transparency, and the accountability that shapes the stories that reach you every day.